Okay, so we're here today and we're interviewing people about what they think about dating in Provo in general. What are your thoughts on the topic?
I think dating is good.
Okay, that's
I
great.
like dating. I like going on dates.
That's great.
I like girls.
Of course. Okay.
So when there's a lot of similar people, a lot of people can find, I guess, people that they're compatible with.
There's a huge problem with like a hanging out culture at BYU where people are just like, they just hang out endlessly.
It's a completely different culture than anything I've ever experienced.
It's like the best.
The best.
No, she's lying.
She's lying. Oh,
I'm not a huge fan.
I feel about dating the way that golfers feel about golf. I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
That's weird.
Yeah, people in China is not like this.
Dating in Provo is awful.
It's a lot more casual, but to a fault, I feel.
I enjoy dating and I hate it at the same time. I feel like it just depends on the people.
Lots of people have been saying that there's kind of like social pressures to date, especially here at BYU. Have you ever felt any of those?
Yeah. I mean, when your bishop says that they're trying to meet a quota of how many people they're trying to get engaged.
So do you think it's a positive pressure or a negative pressure?
My first instinct is probably negative. I don't
Negative.
think a lot of people are better
I
off
think the
for it.
pressure for early marriage is negative.
The other day, yesterday,
Okay.
a bunch of friends of mine were asking if I bought a ring yet.
Oh, really?
We've been dating for
2 months.
Wow.
Yeah. And so like they were joking, and I knew they were joking, but the fact that they can even make that joke here, I think says a lot.
Yeah, I guess I feel like there's social pressure, especially when like all your friends are getting married. And
Yeah.
married.
Super big pressure.
Super big pressure.
yes, but
Yes.
I don't care.
Okay.
My freshman year bishop, literally first day was like, I pride myself. I get 5 marriages out of each ward every year. And I was like, no.
I've talked to some friends who feel a ton of pressure. Like one friend right now who's really just like annoyed about all the pressure. She just doesn't really want to be in a relationship right now, but she feels like everyone expects her to because she's only almost 22. I don't even feel like that's very old. But like apparently she feels a ton of pressure.
I think that the reason that we push for that is this like fear that if like we don't get them married quick, they're gonna start having sex because they can't control themselves.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
maybe.
Do you feel like there's kind of like a social pressure to get married or anything like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I affected by it? No.
Well, as a woman, yes. As an international student, no.
Okay.
Cause like it's different culture.
Yeah.
Like dating a lot of girls is more like I feel like it's more Utah and more
Yeah,
culture. So
sure.
yeah, I don't really feel like pressures about that.
For me, like the pressure is totally real.
Uh-huh.
Since getting back from mission, they're just like, you gotta get married, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So this semester I tried dating, and it's just failure after failure, and I've given up.
So, I think the guys get it more than the girls when it comes to pressure to date because they're like the ones who are supposed to be doing the asking or whatever and stuff.
It's pretty, you can ignore it. It's definitely a thing.
Uh-huh.
Constantly, but you can ignore it if you want to.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference. I don't know how men experience it, but for women it's like it's a definite constant thing. And with women getting married younger here, all of your partners in group projects and stuff, it's just, so it's not super obvious, but it's definitely there. But you can't ignore it.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to get married yet. She doesn't want to get married yet.
Okay.
But people are like, so when are you guys getting engaged? It's like, never.
So you said there was kind of like a social pressure.
Yeah.
Right? Where would you say that kind of comes from?
I don't know, my parents.
Society class.
There's mission presidents who
Yeah.
send their missionaries off to tell them to go. The next step is to get married. And then there's also, I mean, general authorities. I mean, it's not like they specifically say a lot in their talks, but they always like try to nudge you along.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure from the Mormon community about families.
My grandpa will make comments about like, so when are you gonna get married? Because he's older and he wants my life to keep going somewhere.
Coach from your peers like, Brayden, why aren't you dating? And I'm like, I'm working on it.
You should just expect it and have fun.